redemption, you did not see value in the reward. Now, life surrounds him.
Low on mana. Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Witnessing a good kill is the only kill of all. I'm best to my will.
To a crucible that stretches the
Struggle or strangle. I do so enjoy a good struggle or strangle. Quite the rush.
that stretches the sanity of the mind.
The long-awaited event is finally here. Struggle or strangle. Time bends to fatalism. Another round will commence as soon as I have more combatants.
Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna reveal a secret that I didn't see anyone aware of on POE Ninja. It's about this skill, Discharge. As you know, Discharge consumes all your charges, and the damage of the discharge depends on how many charges are consumed. Usually with no charge, you cannot even cast the spell at all. Like when you click, there's no effect. But here is the magic.
Low on mana.
So, how is it even possible that I can discharge with no charge? So, the secret is here. Negative minimum charges. So how does it work? Actually, when counting the number of charges, it's not using your charges before casting minus your charges after casting, which will be 0 in our case, right? That is not the case. What happens now is that it actually uses your charges before casting minus your minimum charges. So this is why we can discharge, because our minimum charges are negative. In my case, I have -4 minimum charges in each of my jewelry. So in total, 12 negative minimum charges, right? Meaning that I have permanent 12 charges to discharge. That is insane. This is exclusive only to this league, and I'm not sure if this is a bug or intended. If you want to play it this league before it's fixed. So how do we make use of it? Well, it means that unlike other discharge builds that requires a lot of investment into maximum charges, while we do not need any investment, on those except these rings and amulet. Also, other builds need extra investment on charge generation, either by another skill supported by power charges and crit, which is a 2-click playstyle, a little bit clunky, or use Pharaoh's Fur and some heavy investment on reduced scale effect duration so that Pharaoh's Fur can generate charges faster. We don't need any of that. Just grab these rings and amulet and build like any normal spellcaster you want. Not necessarily, in my case, using the triple damage staff as a trickster. So you can invest on DPS or defense or quality of life, whatever you like. In my setup, I invest more on the DPS side. So each cast is somewhere between 15 to 12 million damages, one-shotting most things. Also, the Spell Echo support gem has very good synergy with this build because Discharge has a 2-second cooldown. But when supported by Spell Echo, when you cast, it repeats, so it nearly doubles your damage. I have a weapon swap in my setup where I have Spell Echo to use for single target. While for mapping, I drop the Spell Echo and use Second Wind instead, which gives a lot of quality of life because you have two charges, two stored charges to use. So while mapping, you just one-shot every packs, and for map bosses with Second Wind, you cast twice and the boss dies. Feels pretty awesome. There are other skills that can also benefit from this mechanic. One is Face Run, whose skill duration increase with consumed frenzy charges. So you can see I have 13 seconds, though it's not necessary to have that long, right? Also, as you can see, the Arcane Surge supporting my Face Run, it has 28 seconds, which I think is a bug. Besides that, the Immortal Call, whose skill duration also increased with consumed endurance charges, also benefit from this mechanic. However, just in my setup, I didn't have negative minimum endurance charges because I prefer cold and lightning damages more because their elemental elements are more useful, such as freeze and shock. So most of the time I can shock enemies with maximum effect and can freeze most enemies or map bosses, which is pretty insane. Yeah, so that's about this secret, and hopefully GGG won't watch this video and fix it if it's not intended. I don't think they will fix it because currently they're having so much other things to fix in this league.
Just need a moment.
I put the POE in the description. Again, it's just a template. The rings and amulet are the core items, while other parts are all customizable. Thanks for watching.